Hello, hello. Hi there, Facebook. Hi there, North Texas. Hi there. Happy Friday after Thanksgiving. I hope everyone is recovering well. I still am having trouble eating. I'm still so full from yesterday. I hope you've had a similar experience. I hope it was a good holiday for you. So I'm hopping on Facebook Live. We have no active warnings, no active watches, nothing like that. I'm just hopping on just to give you an update on what's going on with the weather. I know we've been tracking rain for the last couple of days, so I just wanted to hop on, say hello. We do not have a newscast at 4, 5, or 6. Our newscast does not return until 10, okay? However, we do have a digital newscast, and that is going to air at 6 this evening. You can find that on WFAA.com, WFAA Plus, and that is our app on Roku and on Amazon Fire. So let me know where you are watching from. Let me know what you're seeing outside. I know I live in Dallas, and basically all we saw was just some very light rain this morning. It's cloudy now. It's a little on the cool side. We attempted to sit outside for a little bit, and that's why I have this big sweater on. So it is a bit on the cool side, especially when that wind kicks up. All right, I see a few of you joining us now. Again, let me know where you're watching from. Shauna, well, you do not have to keep staying on here, but I do encourage you to join us on WFAA Plus at 6. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Right now, we are taking a look at our satellite, our radar, and I'm going to put the temperatures on here. So temperatures are not changing too much. They've been pretty consistent throughout the day. We are in the mid 50s right now, about 56 degrees in Fort Worth, 58 in Dallas, 59 for McKinney, and in for Denton as well. It is slightly cooler west of the area. Areas closer to Abilene, that's where we are seeing the rain, and that is where it is cooler. Temperatures are in the mid 60s there. Again, that rain is non-severe, and it's an area that desperately does need the rain. We've been talking about our drought monitor the past several months, and generally areas west and southwest of the Metroplex have had a harder time recovering from the drought. So this is a good area for the region. Nana, hello out of Plano. Cloudy in Salina, no rain. Hey, Roger, let me know, is it Salina or Salina? I know that there is a Salina, Kansas, and that's how it's pronounced, but it's spelled slightly differently. Bernice, thank you so much for joining us. Hello. Okay, so like I mentioned, any of the rain is staying west. We are seeing some areas of very light drizzle. I was out and about 2-3 hours ago, and I could see a very faint rain outside. Denise said that Dallas, the sun was out and it's gone now. And we're going to see more or less of that, that's for sure. Okay, so right now, here's a look at Dallas, and I could see where you're talking about. We could see a little bit of break in the clouds there, but for the most part, it's cloudy and it's cool. Temperature of about 58 degrees. Wind is out of the north and east, anywhere between 10 to 20 miles per hour. That north wind is the reason why it feels cooler out across the region. We haven't had our official high temperature of the day yet, but the record is close to 88. Yeah, nowhere near that, right? And over the past couple of days, we've actually picked up just over an inch of rain at DFW specifically, but portions of Collin and Rockwall counties have actually made it over the 2-inch mark. So it'll be interesting to see where those rain totals kind of end up here by tomorrow afternoon, because we are still expecting more rain this evening. Okay, so over the past 6 hours, we can see that a little break in the cloud cover, but it quickly brought back clouds now that we're heading into the late afternoon. Still seeing a little bit of rain for areas west of the Metroplex, like I mentioned. We are seeing rain in portions of Haskell, Albany, Abilene, Breckenridge, Archer City, even Wichita Falls seeing a little bit of rain. Roger said, Salina not pronounced like in Kansas, because Kansas, there's a Salina, Kansas is how it's pronounced there. I am, by the way, Roger, I'm a native North Texan. I grew up here, and there are still some really, some towns that growing up I didn't necessarily hear about all the time, so I'm still learning some of the pronunciations. Appreciate that. Okay, I want to show you here what it looks like without the cloud cover. It gives us a little better idea of where the rain is. We're seeing some right around the Red River, just north of Sherman. We're seeing another little area of rain close to Jacksonville. In southeast Texas, we're seeing rain. So North Texas kind of in a dry spot compared to the rest of the state. Seymour seeing a little bit of light rain, and portions of the big country. I'm going to take a zoom in here across the Metroplex. Not seeing too much in the way of rain. If you see any, it's very light drizzle. I am expecting more rain to move in tonight though, and it's going to be more of a soaking rain for a bigger portion of the area. I'm going to zoom out now across the state of Texas. We've got an interesting feature going on. We have an area of low pressure, and that's what's helping drive a lot of the rain. And currently that rain sits in West Texas, areas of the Permian Basin, the Trans-Pecos area, even seeing some snow across the higher terrain closer to the Guadalupe Mountains if you're familiar with West Texas. Southeast New Mexico also seeing some of that snow, portions of the Panhandle also seeing it. The northern Panhandle staying pretty dry at the moment. I'm going to show you here now how the rest of the day plays out, because I did mention we are expecting more rain tonight. So again, for the rest of the afternoon, it's going to stay just like it is now, cloudy, cold, a little breezy, maybe seeing a little drizzle out there. Look at how this rain really starts to move in. This is around 8 in the evening. You see some of that heavier rain north of Abilene towards Wichita Falls. That heavy rain is going to continue to progress towards the north. There will be some thunderstorms that take shape south and west of the area. Those storms eventually creep in across North Texas. This is around midnight. I'm going to stop the clock here. We see that rain initially southwest of the Metroplex, so areas closer towards Stephenville, Meridian, Hamilton. We'll see the thunderstorms there first, and then they push into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So if you have pets or kids that are sensitive to lightning, to thunder, they may get woken up tonight, because I think we could see a few isolated thunderstorms. I'm not expecting severe weather, however. So that is some good news. Just some moderate to heavy rain at times. This is through 2, 3 in the morning. See how that rain kind of now expands. Coverage is much bigger across North Texas. We'll see that moderate to heavy rainfall now. Again, not expecting severe weather. This is now Saturday around 6 in the morning. We'll see a good soaking rain across the area. And throughout the morning, we'll notice that this rain moves to the east northeast. Look at that. This is around 9. That heavy rain, now you can see it across the Red River, closer to East Texas. We'll notice that we'll still see some wraparound rain mid to late morning. This is now around noon on Saturday. We'll see rain mainly north of Interstate 20. Look at that. It starts to really dissipate and moves to the east northeast by Saturday mid to late afternoon into the evening, and then it'll kind of look like what it looks like now. So don't count out the rain. We're still expecting more tonight and into Saturday morning, but then it really does clear up. We're looking at even some sunshine on Sunday. I mentioned earlier, the Metroplex has seen about 1 inch of rain, some locations slightly higher. DFW specifically just over 1.25 inches. The portions of Collin County, Rockwall County, I've seen a few totals over the past 48 to 72 hours. They're a bit closer to the 2-inch range or 2+. So that's great news, beneficial rainfall. It's just unfortunate that it happened on a holiday. We could still pick up an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain across the area, closer to the 1.5-inch range for the Metroplex. I'm thinking closer to Wichita Falls, closer to the Red River. We could see closer to 2 inches of rain. But overall, across North Texas, 1 to 2 inches is going to be likely for us here in the next 24 hours before we clear out. If any of you are traveling Saturday, it's not looking too bad. Today, if you're traveling to Central or West Texas, you'll run into rain. But for North Texas on Saturday, we'll notice some rain, especially early in the day, and it kind of drifts away as the afternoon progresses. Sunday is not looking bad at all. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s. We'll see sunshine across the entire state. Very similar for Saturday here. If we look across the nation, I'm not expecting any widespread weather-related delays, but if you are maybe in the car, if you're on the roads, and if you're driving into Louisiana, Arkansas, or coming back from those locations, Saturday it's going to be wet. That's basically the same system that moves through our area tonight is going to progress into Arkansas, Louisiana on Saturday. Make sure I don't miss any of your questions. Okay, on Sunday, Texas, like I mentioned earlier, looking dry. The plains looking dry. The Pacific Northwest, there's a new system coming on shore, so we'll notice a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow across the area, and even rain across the Great Lakes, portions of the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic getting in on some of this rain as well on Sunday. And it's basically just the same system that left our area, just continues to move to the east-northeast. All right, everyone, like I mentioned, we do not have a newscast at 4. We don't have one at 5, but we do have a digital newscast at 6. You can join us on WFAA Plus. That is our app. You can find it on Roku. You can find it on Amazon. And you can always join us tonight for News 8 at 10. That's going to be on air, so we'll see you then.